we're back to this here, and then this also.
Okay.
And our washer going in. Nice and easily. All right. Here's our washer.
So do you put the washer under the connectors or over
Well,
them?
when I start it like this, it's going to have enough play in it so we can put them, you know what I mean? This is just so it doesn't all fall off on us.
Okay.
And then we'll have room to stick them in there. Oh, no, that's right. We have a round one, though.
Yeah. Why don't you grab the washer and I'll put the round one down.
Yeah, and that's all that matters. All right, and then we can slot the rest of that stuff in. All right. Almost cooking with gas now.
Almost.
Did it reach?
It did.
Cool.
Oh, he doesn't mind if it goes into that. Okay.
Under, over, who cares?
Right, okay. All right, let's check the road of our wires too, because we don't want to do it and we can snug that. Yes, just like that. Let's see if we can put a little, he's calling that 3/16? Right?
Yeah, it might be. There you go. That's it.
Hopefully this 6 underneath can kind of fake for us. All right, you got that pulled back. I kind of want to make sure I'm where I want to be now. Oh, we like that a lot. All right, I think we're digging that now. Hopefully our advance will go on and we like it.
And where does this other wire hook up to?
So that one goes up on the coil. I was about to do that. I should do that now.
Oh, does it go to this, to
Yeah.
where the coil mounts back here?
Yeah, let me just stick that on there while I'm... All right, so what we can do now is we want to see the spark. So what we can do, we have our wires and our caps. Here's our caps. Here's our ignition wire.
Okay. See if we see a spark.
That would be the goal.
Because the engine doesn't have to be moving fast to get a spark,
No,
correct?
so that's the other trick thing, because you know, you say the Y's are coming down and it's 6-volt. I don't know that that is 6-volt, because 6-volt is from the alternator generator. It makes 6 volts and sends out to the lights. But the magneto, whatever amount of electricity that makes, it's just enough to fire the coil. Now the coil is considered a 6-volt coil, but I don't know if you measure if it's 6 volts or not. All right, this I think we're
The
just going to cut in
journalist
half.
teaches the master.
We'll just cut this in half.
All right.
Okay. Sure that's half?
Yep.
Sure?
Yeah.
Close enough.
Thank
It is
you.
now.
All right, so now we're going to run our ignition wires.
How does this?
So the other thing
That's
with
the part that goes on the spark plug.
right, and so the other thing too, when you have
Oh, it's
have
got
the
a
wire.
little-
Yeah,
it's
so
hard to
that
see without light, but there's
Yeah.
a little post in there.
yeah, so this will go up the cord, and that's
Oh.
how the cord threads in. But then you read the resistance, and these should be no resistance.
Right.
They don't say 5K ohm, 1K ohm, because no resistance. It's just because it's so, we've got such a small amount coming out that we don't want a resistance. So that's the other thing with the spark plugs. They should be non-resistant. And then we'll see if we get spark. And so we put our boot on,
Right.
and then we just take our cap and we thread it on. Because this end, all we're trying to do is thread in the center of that wire.
We don't have to strip it or anything?
No, not for this end. And you just want to make sure, and anytime you're doing a tune-up and you have these are nice caps. Some people, they put, I don't know, on /2s, it seems like just like a coat hanger end or something. But you want that nice, see, I can pull, it doesn't pull off.
Okay.
If I'm doing a service on the bike, I always want to pull on that, because if it falls off, you can just trim the engine, tap it in again.
There you go.
So that's one.
And then you snug up the boot.
Yep, slide the boot back over it, because you got to put the boot on the cable first. I guess those grommets are all right, but they're hard. So we'll replace those grommets. We got new ones. That's an old one. You can see it's in good shape, but it's not. See how hard it is.
Oh yeah, that's it's quite firm.
So we don't need that. Got to save the bag.
Yeah, I save all the little Ziploc bags.
All right, that's one. And we will put just a dab of grease on the in and on the out because we're going to put a cable through it.
Right.
And hopefully this fits right in here nicely. Boop. And then our cable, this one, we can start through. So all it's going to do is loop through the center of it.
Right.
And then we can
And
kind of pull.
since you put the grease in there, it's nice and easy.
And what we want to do is it's going to come out the top and we'll size it once we get it close. So we can kind of pull it in, you know, this is going to this, so we're going to have plenty of room. We can pull it back. But then what we do is we looking to send this through, and there it comes. And then we can kind of, because it has to make it,
Around to the
to here.
coil.
And this is where we'll have to strip it. So we just have the wires. But that's one.
Okay.
And now we can do our other one. All right. We don't want to cut it in half, so just the right size one.
Yeah, because we only need a little bit.
And you can see that. Liking that, I might just give myself a little bit more. And I think we might tin these. I think we will. We'll just tin them.
Barrington says to tin them.
Yeah, yeah. We'll tin them because that's just going to give you a better bite at it.
And when he says tinning, that means we're just going to put some heat on it and a little bit of solder, and it holds all those plies, those wires together.
Exactly. All right. All right, let's just size that a little bit better. All right. Ooh. I think we're ready to try a little spark of poo here.
All right.
That will be a good stopping point if we get spark.
Yep.
Just simply take the spark plug and put it in the wire and lay it on the head.
Okay.
And then I kick it over. See, if it was
Do you have to kick it, or can you just turn it?
well, you can turn it, but the kick it might be just as easy because there's no spark. The spark plug's still going to be in.
Well,
So-
we don't have the kick start lever on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll turn it over then. That will make a problem.
You know, I was just saying, you got to screw that cap off.
So you can see that you need to take these little caps off the end of the wires, the spark plug caps, because if you look inside that cap, it's hard to see down there, but it's made
very small.
Yeah, and so you have two choices. You have a regular cap or this, and this is what that'll go in that. All this is going to do is give us the continuity of it.
Right.
So the other thing we do is we go for the lighting effect.
And Wes,
Oh, I got spark.
All right, hang on. I don't have it on my side yet. Because let's switch plugs.
All right.
So you definitely had it over there, right?
I saw it,
You're
yeah.
not just lying.
I got
it.
spark. I got spark.
Well, lock the door and you're staying. We're partying now.
So it was that
See,
I bought the wrong spark plugs.
You see, the thing about that, right? It's like, oh, it's easy. Little screws on the felt. That's all that stuff is. And that's exactly what happened to me. I got one that I got it to run a resistance. And I came in and I couldn't get it to run again. I'm like, just ran in the driveway. Yeah, so the amount of electricity that's coming down the wire is not a lot. And
Right.
You can't have resistance on
Well,
it.
and I ordered non-resistor plugs, and
Yeah.
they sent me resistor plugs. Apparently, I didn't even look.
that's not uncommon.
Because no one uses them anymore. The other thing you got to watch is see the 1/2-inch reach or the small reach. So the 69S, I thought they were all that. The 69-inch is a long reach. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. So you can tell by the thread, but that's good. Cool. That got us to where we want to stop, and then I know it, right? Because we're like, oh, that's a lot of new parts on there.